Let me just first of all say welcome. Can you just give yourselves a hand of applause for being here on tonight? Thank you so very much. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Lawrence Van Hook. I am the president of Peralta African American Association and Affairs. We know it as PAW. Our job is to, thank you. Our job is to make sure that the faculty, staff, administrators all work together to make sure that the students get what they need to be successful. And so it's really important that we continue to collaborate with each other so that the students can get the best that they need. And so I'm just so excited that we have the opportunity to sponsor what I feel is the first gala for Peralta, that we can continue to do this every year. Quite naturally, let me just apologize now. We sold out about 2 weeks ago. And so we had to turn so many people away. And people started calling me, and they was pulling their best card that they had. Look, I need 2 seats. And so we're here, and we're excited because you're here. We're here to say farewell to a woman that definitely deserves it, and we're here to say hail to our new chancellor incoming, who could not make it tonight, but she sends her wishes and everything that would make us know that she wanted to be here at the best of her ability. Have you had a lovely evening so far? Thank you all so very, very much. It's our first opportunity, and you have no idea what happens behind the scenes, but that's what makes things work. And so we're here, you're here, and we want to say welcome. I wanted to start off before I bring our president, Dr. Johnson, up, and at that time I'm going to ask all the presidents to come up, because I live by the keepers of our communities and our colleges. Our presidents are the keepers of our programs, our students, and they're the lifeblood, and I would like for them to come after Dr. Jackson would come. But we had some sponsors that I wanted to call their name. We had some baskets. I don't know if you got your basket, but let me just call our sponsors, our visionary sponsors. Marina Security is here. I know they are. Okay. All right, let's say congratulations to Marina Security. Did you get your, all right. Our second visionary sponsor is Wickman Development and Construction. All right, did you get your basket? Thank you so very, very much. Third, BR Building Progress, BRJ and Associates. Are you here? And there we go, right there at our first table. And did you get your basket? Thank you so very much. College AP, are you here? College AP. We had some, all right. Thank you so very much. We wanted to say thank you for allowing us to make this happen. And you all know that when you're putting something like this magnitude on, it takes some work. And so let me just thank the staff, Peralta African Association and Affairs. Paul, thank you. Tashetta, thank you for your work. And the staff, can you just give the staff a hand? Yeah, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Thank you all for all you've done. I'm going to ask Dr. Johnson to come, and I'm going to probably I do this professionally, so I know how to cut down the time, because Dr. Jackson wanted to party tonight. She said, I got one leg left that I wanted to put in respite. The other one is already there. So after he comes, we will have Merritt's College to come first. College of Alameda, actually where Dr. Jackson came from as her first tenure here. College of Alameda would go second. And then Miss Beautiful Johnson at BCC, Berkeley City College, and Dr. Richardson, and, and then my big guy, Dr. Rudy, you will come and bring us home.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Van Hook. Need to get your stuff?
Yes.
All right. Well, don't take that. All right. Good evening, everyone. That was very subdued. This is for Dr. Jackson. Good evening, everyone. All right. So tonight I have the honor and pleasure of welcoming you all to the Hail and Farewell Gala. But as special as that is for me, it's a far greater privilege to be in the presence of such high-minded, kind-hearted, and good-looking people. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid that Title IX complaint. And while I think that we should take the time to be together like this more often, I'm thankful that Dr. Tamil Gilkertson's arrival and Dr. Jeanette Jackson's farewell, wow, provided us with the occasion to connect. As Dr. Van Hook mentioned, tonight is also important in the sense that it shines a light on the efforts and aspirations of the Peralta Association of African American Affairs. Conceived as a means to advance the professional and educational goals of African American employees, PAW has a long and impressive record of advocacy, collaboration, and cultural enrichment. This is particularly true in the area of scholarships. And with your generous contributions tonight, PAW will be able to continue the good work of financially supporting African American students as they pursue their educational goals. So thank you for showing up for them tonight. You can clap, yeah. So finally, I want to say something about the woman in the room, our chancellor, Dr. Jeanette Jackson. So Dr. J, I realize that you've received thanks and congratulations from many folks over the past few weeks. We're going to continue to love on you tonight. But I want to express my gratitude specifically for what you have done and who you have been for this district behind the scenes. I wrote down a few things. You see, most people don't know the role you played in restoring full accreditation to this district. You were working hard behind the scenes. And most people don't understand the time you take to support your colleagues, especially when you do it privately in spaces that matter. They don't hear the wise counsel that you whisper in the ears of your cabinet members or classified professional staff or faculty or even board members. That's because you do it behind the scenes. And they certainly don't know what you've done for me, both personally and professionally, which is going as far back as when you gave me an opportunity to come to Las Positas College as a vice president. You took a leap of faith, and if nothing else, I'm clear on this one thing, and that's I would not be standing here in this room tonight as president of Merritt College were it not for you. So, thank you, Chancellor Jackson, for everything you've done and everything you've meant to me, to the College of Alameda, and to the Peralta Community College District. And always know that we love and appreciate you. So with that, welcome, and let's get to this hail and farewell. Am I supposed to? I don't know the order you did that. COA, Deanna. All right.
That's the only time COA goes first. All right, good evening, colleagues. Good evening, partners. The chancellor calls me the data cruncher, the number cruncher. It's 8:11 p.m., and I'll keep it short. This is the first time COA goes first with the smallest college. The most beautiful college in Peralta, let's admit it, but the smallest college. And this smallest college, that's a beautiful view there, yes. So, but the smallest college have trained amazing leaders for Peralta. Should I say Dr. Allen? Should I say Dr. George Herring? May he rest in peace. And should I say Dr. Jeanette Jackson? Somebody told me, tell a story. We don't have time for stories. I'll tell the story in another setting. But I'll make it a little bit more serious, and Dr. Johnson touched on that a little bit. The importance of mentorship. Again, the importance of mentoring each other. And Chancellor, you have been a great mentor for so many of us. And we'll miss you because you have told us what we do well, and you have taken us aside and told us on areas we need to improve. And that's rare nowadays. So we'll miss you at College of Alameda. I am not going to tell all the jokes, but I'm going to share how you served for us as Vice President of Instructions for years, as a President for years, and no matter how we differ on certain things, you brought us together. Because you reasoned, you listened, you told a story, and when we didn't get it, you cracked another story. So thank you for being a mentor. And thank you again for even taking us to eat in places like, this place has a good menudo. Do you eat menudo? I said, yes, we love menudo. So these are the places she took us to eat as a team. So thank you, Chancellor. We wish you success. Please don't come back to Peralta. Enjoy your retirement. And Michael, make sure she enjoys retirement because you have earned it. Thank you so much, Chancellor. And now I'll introduce the president of Berkeley City College, Dr. Denise Richardson. Should I tell them you bought a nice new gown just for this event? No? Okay.
You should not tell them that. Good evening, everyone. So Chancellor never knew I was as long-winded as I am until I became president. But there's so much to say about you, but I want to first start by saying thank you for being such a model of excellence and professionalism. I find myself watching her and studying her during our board meetings. The calm and the just the tremendous ability to subdue all of us into being our best selves. That is a rare, rare gift, and I just want to thank you for sharing that gift with us. I do have some prepared remarks. I'll try and read fast, okay, Chancellor? But I think there's some things that just have to be said. I would like to acknowledge and express my gratitude to Dr. Jackson for her visionary leadership. Peralta celebrated so many milestones during Dr. Jackson's tenure as interim chancellor. A first ever emeritus celebration last September. The launch of the Professional Development Learning Center. The drafting and approval of the educational master plans at all four colleges. And of all four colleges and the integral infrastructure needs, approval of all master plans at all four colleges and the approval of the educational master plans. And the bond measure G, which is addressing integral infrastructure needs across our district. We have come so far as a district in just the past 3 years, and I can speak for all of us that it would not have been possible without Dr. Jackson's leadership. Your work is felt by all of us, and we know you've done it all with the vision of setting up Peralta for a future of growth and success. So farewell, Dr. Jackson. Dr. Jackson, thank you so much for your leadership and mentorship. We wish you well in your next chapter and hope you will be keeping us in your thoughts as we continue your mission of transforming lives of students and our community. Thank you so much. Next, I'd like to introduce and call to the stage Dr. Rudy Besikoff, the president of Laney College.
Thank you, Dr. Richardson. Just a quick backstory. Denise and I used to work together at Laney, and we kind of had a running competition as to who would be staying in the office the latest. But we didn't know whether to say you win or you lose with the person that had to stay behind. But definitely proud of your accomplishments, Denise. I am actually getting a text here. It says, presidents, especially Rudy, please keep your remarks short this evening. I actually would like to dance a little. Message received, Chancellor. Anyway, just want to say good evening to everybody. It is so great to see so many Peralta colleagues here. The all-star team at Laney that's shown up this evening. There we go. Colleagues in Peralta, and just really neat, and I think this is a testament to Dr. Jackson's leadership, just to look around the room and see so many from around our system who have come tonight to pay tribute to this great leader. And I just want to, for my part, say welcome to all of you. Certainly, when you think about, I was somebody who began my presidency on Zoom, frankly. And I was someone kind of finding my way as a new president. And a few months in, Dr. Jackson joined Peralta. And I felt right away I really had somebody in my corner, a cornerstone, if you will, in terms of leadership. And along the way, of course, a lot of what's been discussed has been the accreditation, but really helping lead our district forward into, and I don't like this term, but I'm going to say it, the new normal of the post-pandemic world. I think that's something, Chancellor, that you really empowered a lot of people in this district to help us try and find our way when not all answers were clear at all times, and I think that was something important. But the one thing I'll remember about you in terms of your trust and your leadership is a couple falls ago. I remember a one-on-one meeting. I talked to a couple of my fellow presidents, and I came to you with this idea to boost enrollment, to just say, what if we promoted more students to apply for financial aid? And what if we had this effort that we called Free College? And you supported all of us. You really encouraged us to, and modeled in your own sense, for us to collaborate and to work together, but to also do things that were best for each of our colleges. And as I think about that, and as I think about where we were at the beginning of fall 2022, and I think about the fact that now 12% more API students enroll, 38 more Latinx students have enrolled, and 34% at my college, 34% more African American students have enrolled at Laney in the last couple of years. Leadership and empowerment are the two things that really were cornerstones, and I go back to the cornerstone that you've been for me. And I just want to thank you for all of us, for your leadership of our district. And certainly, so many of us, the reason we work in education a lot of the time is we want to help people. And I often say, when there are faculty who leave us too soon, we talk about how they live on in the students that they served. And Chancellor, you live on in so many here in Peralta. Thank you.
So I'd like to call up our outgoing Board of Trustees President, Deanna Delphine Polk. Oh, she's bringing everybody. Look at her. Let's bring everybody up.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Deanna Delphine Polk. I'm the outgoing board president as of Tuesday. And I'm here with some of our trustees. So VP Lewis Quinlan. Do you you want to? Trustee Shawit Yohannes, and our new board president, Paulina Gonzalez Brito. Dr. Jackson, on behalf of all of us, we thank you very much for your service to our district. The last couple of years has been really, really difficult, I'm not going to lie. Between navigating COVID, the post-COVID world, tackling our enrollment, and ensuring our district's long-term financial success, our district did face a lot of challenges. But your steady and experienced leadership guided us to full accreditation of all 4 of our colleges, increases in our enrollment, and finally a permanent chancellor that we have in Dr. Tamil Gilkerson, which we're so happy and thrilled to have her return to Peralta. Many things have been said about Peralta in the press and in the community, but over the last couple of years, having you as our chancellor and all the work that we've all done together, faculty, staff, our administrators, and our board, has really changed the conversation of our district and our community completely. People notice how much we've been able to accomplish together, and we owe a great deal to you for that. So I want to give you a round of applause. Thank you. Again, we are so grateful that you came back to Peralta, and we all wish you a well-deserved retirement once again. So the Board of Trustees, we passed a resolution. 2 of our colleagues, Dr. Cindy Napoli-Bellaris and Nikki Gonzalez-Yuen, who are not here, helped put together a really nice resolution that I believe is at the front of the table that we passed on Tuesday. So we're really happy to be able to pass that unanimously to honor your tenure as our chancellor. So thank you very much. You guys want to say anything?
Hi, everybody. My name is Paulina Gonzalez Brito. I'm the incoming president. Thank you, former President Delphine Polk, and thank you, Dr. Jackson, for your leadership. I'm only sorry we didn't get more time to work together, but I appreciate all your sacrifices for this district, your leadership, and even your mentorship over the past few months. So thank you very much, and good luck in retirement.
All right, keeping it quick. I've already said my words days ago, but at the same time, I want to say thank you so much. It's been 1 year since being elected. You've helped me to understand Peralta, understand how to interact with folk, engage, and ensure to stay calm while presenting the facts. And but all to say, I appreciate you once again as an Army veteran myself, and to you, Hua. Thank you so much.
Dr. Jansen, thank you for your efforts. I saw you come in when you were sick. I saw you come in when you were tired from, working late at night, working early in the morning, and then coming into long board meetings. And that example, I think, spurred us all on to do our best to give a little bit more for our students and for our community. Thank you.
Come on, let's give them another round of applause. Our Vice Chancellor of Human Resources, good fella in the white, looking good, look better than me, Mr. Wyman Fong.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Wow, that's really loud. Good evening. All right, my name is Wyman Fong. I'm the Vice Chancellor of Human Resources for Chabot Las Positas, but I'm a product of Peralta. I worked here for over a decade as your Chief Human Resource Officer. In that process, I've known Jeanette as a VP, as a president, as a chancellor, tired of being a chancellor, and then came back to be a chancellor. But we've had a friendship and love for over almost 2 decades now, Jeanette, right? And you know what, Jeanette? Jeanette has her stories, right? So long meetings, that's how it equates to. But she would always talk about the military, and I was looking at your website at Peralta about Jeanette being on the battleground, right? I was like, why don't they just say it's Peralta, Or Chabot Las Positas. We've been through it all, right? So a couple days ago, I called Jeanette, and I was like, Jeanette, what do you think was the hardest thing for you? Being in the military, in war, right? Iraq, Desert Storm, Chabot Las Positas, sorry, Trustee Jen, or Peralta Colleges. Do you remember what you told me? She said, at least during war, you know who your enemies are. So she wouldn't give me the answer, but you could guess, right? I think I know what the answer is. But I know Jeanette too, wherever she was at, whether it was Chabot Las Positas, Peralta, she had a genuine love for the people in the community, right? And that's what I miss about Peralta. So, you know, we've been through a lot, Jeanette. We've been through some really hard times. You know, I felt like we're like Bonnie and Clyde, but not the romantic Bonnie and Clyde, but the professional colleague and boss. But you've been a colleague, an awesome boss, you know, and I will, I always remember what you did for me when I left Peralta. I left Peralta in 2008, December, exactly 15 years ago. So Jeanette, will you come on up, please? So in December 2008, Colonel Jackson, it was kind of awkward actually. She had an officer do what you call a pomp and ceremony. Right? So here's this guy with this gigantic bouquet of flowers marching towards me, giving me flowers. But I think Jeanette was basically saying that that's what we do to honor people. And so I want to repeat that. I kept the same vase she gave me 15 years ago. And I have Dr. Frank Chong, former president at Laney College, doing his pomp and ceremony. Come on, you can move it a little bit better than that. So this is to honor you, Dr. Jackson. It's the same vase from 15 years ago.
It is the same
Yeah.
vase.
So anyways, nothing but love for you.
Thank you, guys. Oh.
Come on, let's give her another round of applause. Wow. I'm going to ask that Dr. Barami, will you come? We have several resolutions that we need to read. I think Kevin Jenkins has one, city council person. Our former trustee will come and read those as well, and so that you can hear. We almost at dancing time after Dr. Jackson says her stay.
You know why they chose me to present this? Because I won't read them. We don't have time, we have to dance. But we have to recognize, because I am conscious of the time, but we have to recognize that not only Chancellor Jackson, who was great to Peralta, but she was great to our entire community. Not only she served at COA and Peralta District, but she contributed at the Alameda Chamber, City of Oakland, City of Alameda, and I have several proclamations here. Somebody's helping me right now because they're heavy. And I'll start first with Alameda Chamber proclamation. So we had Madeline Sadiq and Kelly Lux. They were present, so I see they have left. But we have another great Alameda Chamber member, Trustee Bill Withrow. So I'd like to recognize him here, and here is for you, Chancellor Jackson, with amazing great work that you have done for City of Alameda. The other one is from the City of Alameda. The mayor herself could not make it here, but she recognized your work for the entire City of Alameda, all the volunteer work you did for the Rotary Club, Chamber, and all the different organizations. So this is from the City of Alameda. So that's for you, Chancellor Jackson. And from the City of Oakland, we have somebody presenting it instead of me, right here. So this is the fancy one. This is from the City of Oakland Mayor's Proclamation. So Oakland always have to overdo Alameda. They went twice. So they have the City of Oakland Mayor's Proclamation, a fancy one, and they have the City Council Proclamation. Excuse me.
Hi, everyone. Kevin had, of course, he had to make a proclamation for Chancellor Jackson. We all know her accomplishments. If you didn't, you wouldn't be here. So we're not going to go over that again. Like we said, I always say, please don't read all those whereases. So we're down to the bottom here. And Whereas Dr. Jackson has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to the Peralta Community College District and to the higher education opportunities it provides to all the citizens of Alameda County, and be it proclaimed that the city expresses its gratitude to Dr. Jackson for her leadership, partnership, accomplishments that have greatly benefited the city of Oakland and its residents. Therefore, be it resolved that the city of Oakland wishes to thank Dr. Jeanette N. Jackson for her it's over 21 years of services to Oakland and the greater East Bay region, and wish her the best during her upcoming retirement. And for Michael, I have told your wife that if I find out that she has taken another job, I will personally come to Texas and I will make sure that she doesn't move. She's allowed to maybe do a consulting Zoom, but for the next year, she's gonna enjoy that house that you guys got. Okay?
And there is more, and we'll keep it short. City of Berkeley proclamation. Dr. Richardson, would you like to say anything or just hand over the City of Berkeley?
I will follow suit and just read the last line, the last whereas. Whereas Chancellor Jackson led the district through the formidable challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic, established collaborative partnerships with Peralta Community College administration, faculty, and classified professionals to elevate the standards of institutional decorum, and provided efficacious advocacy that resulted in the full accreditation of all 4 colleges in 2022. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Jesse Eriguen, Mayor of the City of Berkeley, do hereby commend Dr. Jeanette Jackson in recognition of her invaluable contributions to Peralta Community College District and the Berkeley community. She is wished the very best as she retires, leaving behind a legacy of excellence, compassion, and courage. Congratulations.
I can't. All right, and this is the proclamation from the trustees. If we start reading it, we can never leave from here. And the other thing is we can never beat Trustee Napolia Bellaris, Trustee Juan Gonzalez, and Trustee Withrow taking turn to read this great proclamation. But I will spare you that. You can watch the video that Mark Johnson posted in YouTube. And so thank you so much, Chancellor.
Thank you all so very much. I happen to be a faith leader, and the hardest job at any homegoing service, and this is a farewell, is to let people get up and talk for 2 minutes, because everybody says, well, he's not talking to me. And so what I want to do is allow only about 3 people, and one of those, if not 2, I wanted to be from the visionary sponsorship tables. If there's any of you who would like to have something to say on behalf, we want to hear from you. Is there any one of you from the, come on please. All right.
Oh my God. Family are the hardest. I have to say, I'm like the middle child. My mom had 4 girls, 4 boys. Jeanette is the oldest, but the wisest and the smartest. And I just want her to retire. I do, because I told her I don't want to move you anymore. No more moving, no more. And I'm glad I could be here. My daughter's here. I wish my mom was here because I know how proud Mom would be of you. And I love you.
Thank you.
So, public speaking is not my forte. So if I get clammed, you notice how. My name is Charles Boyd, and I'm the security account manager for Marina Security.
You don't have to talk with the microphone.
Oh. So I am the security account manager for Marina Security. Unfortunately, Sam Tedeschi is not here. He was invited to the White House. Conflicted as he was, he went. So hopefully I can do his gracious words justice. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, honored guests, and cherished members of the Peralta Community College District. Today is a momentous occasion as we gather to bid farewell to a true visionary, a dedicated leader, a beacon of inspiration for us all. We are here to celebrate the remarkable career of our esteemed Chancellor, Dr. Jeanette Jackson, who is retiring from the Peralta Community College District. As we bid farewell to Dr. Jeanette Jackson, let us express our deepest gratitude for the countless hours, the sleepless nights, and the boundless energy invested in the betterment of our community. The legacy of Dr. Jeanette Jackson will endure in the halls of the Peralta Community College District and in the hearts of those whose lives have been touched, and in the continued pursuit of knowledge and enlightenment. To Dr. Jeanette Jackson, may your retirement be as fulfilling and rewarding as your career has been for us all. As you embark on the new chapter now that your path will impact, I will start that again. Know that your impact will be felt for generations to come. Thank you, Dr. Jeanette Jackson, for your unwavering dedication, your visionary leadership, and the profound impact you've had on the Peralta Community College District. We wish you nothing but the best. This well-deserved next phase of your life has to come. Sam Tedeschi and the team of Marina Security Services, and I say to you, Semper Fidelis.
So much. Thank you so much. If you're here and you have to say something, come now. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Hi. Thank you. I'll make this quick. Dr. Jackson, I love your beautiful heart. I want to take the time to say, for all the classified folks that got a chance to work with Dr. Jackson, I just want to speak about Dr. Jackson's humility, because a lot of the people that showed up here have PhDs, have worked in administrative or high-powered positions, but Dr. Jackson has taken the time to not only spend time, but nurture relationships. So I've had the privilege of knowing Dr. Jackson for several years now, and very, very humble and genuine in her passion to help you. And I love your heart, and Michael's a very lucky guy. So thank you so much for supporting all of us. It doesn't matter what you are, classified, administrator, or faculty. You take the time to connect with people, and our relationship is a testament to that. And thank you so much for everything you've done for us.
All right, we've got 3 people, and we're going to have to cut it off, and then 4. All right, okay, come on. And then we're going to have her niece to be last. And so, come on, come on. Now I got to invoke the 1-minute rule.
Second rule. I'm Sharon Clegg, former student trustee, and I've been working with Dr. Jackson, John Jackson, since 2009, and it's such a pleasure to come and be a part of this. You guys just don't know what students go through. I'm one of those students. And we had students that were starving. We had people and students that are still living in cars. And just to be here to even give a donation was from my heart to your heart. You've given me some wonderful wisdoms of words when I needed them. We walked out of class together late at night. I appreciate that. You've always been there for the students. You always say, if you work hard, you can accomplish what you want. And I just want to let you know, I did. And I got my master's at Mills College. Thank you.
you.
Hi. Hi, Jeanette. I'm Tracy Corbally. I'm the principal at ASTE, which is the early college high school on the College of Alameda campus. Thanks. And when Jeanette was president at our college, our school has struggled it struggled in the beginning, and she's one of the people who got behind it. We've won the Blue Ribbon. We've won countless awards. Thank you. And then last year, we were again facing a challenge, and she came up along with Bill Withrow. Thank you, Bill. Hey, ooh, thank you. You've really done a lot for dual enrollment, for believing in the equity moves of getting kids in early college, high school, et cetera. And I wanted to thank you for pulling me aside at Traboco and giving me a tiny bit of personal advice on something that was really helpful. And our school is actually off the list of possible closures in our district. So thank you very much for meeting with our superintendent and setting things straight. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Come on, give her another hand. Wow.
Dr. Jackson, on behalf of the Peralta Veterans Group, we would like to thank you for your support, for your guidance, for meeting with us and taking the time. Everyone says they support veterans, but you showed that you really do support veterans. So on behalf of Laney, Alameda, Merritt, and BCC, we would like to thank you, and we wish you well in your retirement.
If you want to donate to the Veteran Scholarship, you can also do that as well at the foundation level. Please let us know, because we want to make sure that veterans, and we have some capable people to make that happen. This is Dr. Jackson's niece, and so she's going to be the last person to speak before Dr. Jackson herself comes.
All of you know her as Dr. Jeanette Jackson, but I get the honor to know you as Auntie. And being here tonight, I don't think I truly understood until today how truly powerful and impactful you are, and how much you mean not only to me but to so many other people. Seeing you here tonight in your element and truly seeing what you do, and not just hearing the behind the scenes conversations, because trust me, I hear the behind the scenes conversations. Getting to see all of it come out into fruition and seeing what that looks like, seeing how I'm just so proud. Proud doesn't even begin to explain it. You say you're so proud of me, but being able to stand here right now and tell you how proud I am of you, how proud I am to call you my aunt, and how proud I am to see you truly retire this time means so much to me. So I just wanted to let you know from the bottom of my heart, I love you, and you are so truly powerful and impactful, and just thank you for everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you stand so that we can welcome our honoree, Dr. Jeanette Jackson, as she comes. Wow. While she's coming, we're going to set up. You can give her some farewells. The Peralta team will actually be able to take your videos so that we can chronicleize it and make the difference. So, Dr. Jeanette Jackson.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm not going to speak very long. This is my 5 pages of notes, but I will not do that, because a lot of the things that we've accomplished together, and I mean that sincerely. I may have been the captain of the ship, but it doesn't matter if you're a captain of the ship if you have people that aren't rowing, if you have people that are helping to feed the crew, if you don't have someone on point that's telling you where the pitfalls are, where the landmarks are, and helping to guide you. It takes a village. It takes all of us. It takes our vendors that support us in the initiatives that we put forward to bring up better facilities. It takes vendors to help us when we try to make our campuses and our district office safe. It takes all of us. It takes our faculty. It takes our classified professional staff, because if it was not for the classified professional staff, students wouldn't get to the classes. They are the ones that are on the forefront. And yes, faculty are important, but who's going to do all that administrative work? You have to have your administrators and your managers to do that. Everybody has their role. And I was fortunate enough to come back and to help steer us through an unprecedented time. A pandemic, coming back from a pandemic, not being in buildings for 2 years, water not being, tested, filters not being done, getting us from that shelter in place to back on campuses in full, being one of the first in this region within the state to mandate that we get vaccinated. And I know there was a lot of controversy over that, but we were never in our district above 1%. And that was because of those initiatives that the board put forward. So I want to thank them for their courage, for their commitment to our district, and for all of those that are here tonight. I know we've had a lot going on. I want to thank all of you, but I do want us to have a little fun. So I want to recognize some people. Some of them aren't here, so I'm not going to go into recognizing people that weren't here. They called me personally, told me why they couldn't be here, but I do want to recognize some of those that are here, and this is my chance to do that. I've been here 39 months, 2 years and 8 months. So this is my personal privilege to be able to recognize those individuals while they're still here. Some of them have left, some of them just couldn't make it. And I call it the going above and beyond, or in the military, and I have to say it like this, so for those of you that don't know the Army, rally call, Hooah! Okay, so I have to give out, I won't say it again, because I don't want to hurt your ears, but it's called the Hooah Award. And so this is a list of people, and they're just a few, but I have to just say a little bit about them as, and Bill Withrow, are you still here? So Bill has been on the board as long as I was in Peralta, and I started in 2004. And he has always, for those of you from Peralta, has always put Alameda first. He represents Alameda. He is there for the meetings. He's there, and and he's getting a little older now, so he's a little hard of hearing, but he is still on top of his game. So don't let the hearing make you think that he doesn't know what he's doing. He does. He comes and whispers to me because he sits on my side of the board. Hey, Chancellor, and I'm like, say yes. He goes, what was that? I'll say, it was just changing the agenda. Just say yes. He's like, okay, because he can't always hear the little bit, but Bill is there. He has been supportive. So a Hooah Award for Bill Withrow. And he's also a former veteran. So we have that connection no matter what. He's sitting back there. He always has his hat on. I love hats, for those of you that know me. So I want to make sure that he gets that. I have LaShawn Brumfield. I know she knows because she works in our Veterans Resource Center. I started a project to bring a VRC, Veterans Resource Center, to College of Alameda. There was not one in the district. When I left, I said, take care of my baby, because it didn't get finished. And she has, and she still continues to do it. And then she speaks up for what is right. Sometimes, and I say that, she does not take the hard, she takes the hard right over the easy wrong. And I want to give her that honor and recognize her. So thank you. And some of them didn't know. I asked her, you're getting an award tonight. She looked at me. I said, oh, I blew it already. So Another person who is here is Hope Lang from Laney College. Hope is the sojourner truth of this district. She tells it like it is. She does it with grace. She does it with style, but she tells the truth on behalf of the students because she's right up front with those students. So recognizing Laney College, because Hope has just done an outstanding job, came over to my office to talk to me, to tell me about some of her concerns. Not pointing fingers at anybody, just saying these are some things that we're working on. And she follows the process and procedures. We work together on getting
the Renee Rivas Classified Senate Lounge. And if I may throw a plug, on January 18th, which is his birthday, we will be kicking off his scholarship at the Thank You Grill. I will provide more information at District Flex. Hope to see you guys there.
Okay, thank you. Sasha Amiri. Sasha, so when I started, Sasha had just been hired in March, and I came on board in April. And for a long time, it was just Sasha and I. My other staff member was pregnant. We didn't have anybody. I stole Maisha Jameson from Laney College. She came on for a while, and then she left. And then it was just me and Sasha again. And we just recently hired an executive director. Excuse me, see, Tashetta, I'm promoting you already. You know, but it was just the two of us. And we were laughing because we were singing that song, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So thank you, Sasha, because I could not have made it. I could not have made it without her. I don't think Lisa Hogan is here. Okay. Tim Thomas.
He walked right outside.
He did. Okay. Come on, Tim. Come on up. So I'm recognizing Tim Thomas, and also I call him my dynamic duo. And Tim came on board. He was one of my first hires. The district had decided not to renew the contract for Alameda County Sheriff's Office. And I won't say luckily, but luckily COVID came along because we did not have a plan. And then when we started looking at how we're going to come back, we had to take an idea that was an aspirational idea, which is a holistic public safety, and actually operationalize it. And so Tim was our first executive director of that. Him and his, I call him my dynamic duo. IVC Smith is not here. Her niece is graduating tonight. But they are my dynamic duo because facilities and safety go hand in hand. And starting with nothing, I mean, literally, we had no blueprint. No other district in this state had done what we did. And creating something from nothing and building it and going forward, I just have to recognize this. Nobody is perfect. Anybody in here who is without sin, raise your hand. Think about it. There's nobody. You've done something. You told a little white lie. You've done whatever you've done. But it's how you react to that. How do you go forward? So I want to thank Tim. You've done just a great job. I get emotional because I know all the things he's gone through, so thank you. Thank you. Okay, last but not least, Matthew Freeman. Freeman, come on up. Oh, I'm sorry, I got one more, but come on up, Matt, come on. Out of all the faculty, Matt is the Academic Senate President at BCC. And political science, okay? So Freeman has a very significance in my culture because he was a free man. enough said. Enough said. But outstanding individual, always supported. We don't always agree. But he listens, he's respectful, and he hears the other side of it and says, you know, there may be something to what you're saying. I said, you know what, maybe there's something that we can give and take and come up with something we can both live with. And so I appreciate that. So thank you, Matt.
Thank you. Appreciate you so much.
Okay, last but not least, an individual who is behind the scenes, you usually don't hear anything about it unless it's a problem. Mark Johnson, would you come forward? Okay. Mark is my executive director of marketing, public relations, and communications. So in the old days, we called it PIO, but he does so much more than that. They handle the web page. They handle anything that's going out on chat. They do our marketing. They do our communications to the public. They help to assist us with our public records accountability. He does all of that. We have a radio station there that we do. We're starting to use our television station now. We're leveraging our communications component, and Mark has taken the lead on that. All I have to do is say, Mark, this is what I want to do, or the board says, oh, we need more information. How do we know that campaign worked? Okay, here's some statistics. We got a software program that tells us how many hits we got on the web page. We can tell you that those students that hit the web page, 90% of them went to this other web page. We don't know if they enrolled or not, but they went and looked at the data, so that we can actually put some analytics to say how effective we are in our marketing. And so I want to thank Mark, because he doesn't always get that thanks because he's behind the scenes guy. So thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Hua. All right. So I am going to do a call out because I looked at the program and I said, you know, where's my academic senate? So, are you here? This is the other Matthew. Are you here, Goldberg? Matt Goldstein? Okay, Jennifer Fowler, Alameda. Come on, Jennifer. Because so the classified senate on Tuesday gave me their acknowledgments at the board meeting. And so I saw Matt earlier, and I didn't tell him, but I looked at the program. I said, we don't have the academic senate on here, so I would like to have you say something. Jennifer's academic senate president at College of Alameda. So.
Well, thank you. My history with you goes back before Peralta. So my family owns a little deli on Webster Street in Alameda.
The best deli in Alameda, Dominican Rose.
And Dr. J used to come in and order a hot link sandwich. That was her sandwich.
That was my sandwich.
So it's just been an honor and a pleasure to work with you and to not only have our professional relationship, but our personal relationship. You knew my dad. He loved you. So it just means a lot to me to be able to continue our relationship. So thank you.
Thank you.
And stay away from Peralta unless you want to come visit us.
I am going to. Thank you all. I wanted to, for those of you that are still here, that are old school like me, I have already asked our DJ, I said, you put the bomb on me, baby. And I said, so we can do the electric slide. I said, I can't bend like I used to, but I can do the movement.